Destiny community, or all two of you that are watching this video right now. So this is in no way anything dealing with the DLC or anything. This is just a video of my gear sets, what I chose. I am a huge cosmetic player, so if I look good, I play good. I am also a tryhard, so I just don't go in hard raids with just some random gear just because it looks cool. Like, I actually gear up for things that it needs to be necessary for, but for the rest of the time I try to find gear that is powerful enough to sustain me and to make me look good as well. I also like to challenge myself, so try hard gear isn't always for me. I like to not have every single best perk in the game on just one character or all my characters. I like to challenge myself and just play randomly, just using pure skill and no perks. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my gear sets. Like I said, this is just basically a cosmetic video for those people out there who are cosmetic players that just like to combine and mix and match and make things look cool. So here might be some ideas for you guys. Now, first off, it would be my warlock. I kind of went with an Egyptian theme, and I followed the trials kind of thing going on. So I do have the trials emblem here, and then, like I said, I went with the Egyptian theme for my warlock, black and yellow, which I will go into more detail as we go. For my hunter, I know the emblem doesn't match, but I love this emblem. It took me a year and a half to get because the lady that sells them just hated me and she never had it when I looked. But I went with a snake serpent theme with my hunter, and the color scheme goes very well with the cloak that I have, which is one of my favorite cloaks in the game. And for my Titan, I have the Year 1 Moments of Triumph emblem, and I mean, kind of complements the rest of his gear, or at least in my opinion it does. Now let's go with my Warlock first. I apologize for the video being a little lengthy and for having loading screens. I'm recording this on the PS, so I don't have the ability to cut and just speed up the video unless I edit it on my computer, which I really don't have time for. But let me go ahead and jump into this while we're loading in anyway. So for the helmet, I have the Blind Jackal mask. Gloves are the Trials of Osiris gloves that you get, the Winged Sun gloves. Starfire Protocol, the exotic chest. Spectre Haliades legs, which if he loads I can actually show you a little bit better. There you go. And I have the Iron Camelot bond to match with the yellow black theme going on. I also have this artifact that I got from Trials. It's apparently really rare, but it's really cool, and it went with the Egyptian theme so well. So yeah, I have that. Then I have the Trials a ghost shell, sunlit shell. And as for the weapons, they're just random, but the main one I like to keep on this character is always my primary, which is the Hand of Judgment. And I have some armor pieces and this weapon with the yellow chroma, so it makes it look even cooler because they completely match. Now when I go down, I do have the Sparrow that matches, or at least kind of matches. It's orange and black. Not quite yellow, but it's almost there. And then I have the ship. It's called Lost Legacy, also from actually it's not from Trials, this is from the Reef. You get it for doing I think the House of Wolves stuff, the Challenge of Elders and stuff. So I got that to drop. And then the Hic Jusset emblem is what it's called. Sometimes I use this one, which is the Emperor's Sigil. And then my shader is called Valsgard, or if I'm pronouncing that right, it is Valsgard. And now, I did get the SIVA infection virus thing that's been going around, and surprisingly, this is very cool to me, I'm very lucky. I got white and yellow. How lucky is that? It literally complements my armor and gear. So that's pretty cool. And this is basically how my warlock looks when he walks around. Pretty cool. Alright, now moving on to my hunter. Let's go ahead and travel through the tower. Alright, so here we go, hunter. My primary, Ps4 Noblesse, if I'm pronouncing that right. Green chroma on it. Looks pretty cool to me with the armor. I usually have the bad juju as my main, but I've switched to the Ps4 Noblesse. Bad juju complements the armor a little better, just because it's cosmetically cool with the flames and stuff that comes out of the tip of the gun. So as for the armor pieces, I have a Long Tomorrow 9G, which is the, I guess, PSN exclusive for year 2. It's the helmet. Kind of feel like it makes me look like a snake, especially with this shader. Like a rattlesnake. So that's pretty cool. Or a bee, but I don't know, the green makes me feel like it looks more like a snake. I also have Warden's Rally, which is from the House of Wolves, for doing the prison of elders. Combined it with the Calipolis vest from the New Monarchy packages. I got Warden's Path as the boots, and one of my favorite cloaks in the game, Venom of Ikaheka, which literally goes so well with the shader and the rest of the armor pieces. As you can see, the scheme for it is white, black, and mostly white, black, and green, and then there's some gray in there, but I don't count that at all. And then for the armor that I have, it's white, black, and green, so it literally looks really, really cool. And then for my artifact, I have Parasitic Optic, which is my favorite artifact so far. For me, it's really rare. I've never seen anybody else with it. So, and then the competitive shell, I did have the Dread Explorer shell as my top one, but I chose to switch it to this one since it's green, or it has some green on it. And like I said, for the main weapon, it's either Bad Juju or the Ps4 Noblesse with the Chroma Glow. The Ps4 Noblesse. Alright, and then going down here, I do have this really cool sparrow. I forgot how I got it, but I'm pretty sure it's either from Eververse or from a package. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's from Eververse. But yeah, I thought that it would be really cool because it's all plain white, and then I matched it with the Space Age Mariner ship. Not exactly green, but I mean, my character does have white on him, so I did like to match it with the white. And then I have the Ascendant Plane as my shader. So that's what makes this look really cool. Now here he is in full motion. It's pretty fun running around the tower, guys. It's pretty fun. Oh my gosh. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, you guys get the gist. But I managed to get all 5 viruses. Boom, 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 boom. So that looks pretty cool. I don't know which one I got first, or if I got them all at once. I don't remember. But complements my armor as well. Pretty cool confetti looking thing going on. Now, moving on to my Titan guys. Oh, I had to also clear a whole bunch of space in my inventory, and in my vault, just to prepare. I'm a hoarder and I like to keep a lot of old cosmetic, cool looking things, so I still have a few cloaks and stuff like that for all my characters, helmets and whatnot, that only were out like year 1. Some of the stuff is year 2 that I don't want to get rid of. So I had to clear up a lot of space. Alright, so for my Titan, I really couldn't decide. I have 2 complete different sets for my Titan, and I just kind of switch between both depending on how I'm feeling. So, see here, for this one, I think I just had a random Sparrow. I couldn't find the right one to match with this Titan setup, so I just gave him this random Sparrow there, and then I gave him this ship. The ship that I originally had for this gear setup, though, was the Iron Banner ship, or the Crucible ship. I forgot. I think it's Iron Banner. But it had Birth of History. If it loads up. Regardless, I'll show you in a sec. Well, this doesn't look good. Probably might get kicked for the maintenance. Ooh, well, lucky me. Alright, so this is how he looks running around. Pretty cool gear setup for me. It's one of my personal favorites. For the Titan, I've had a lot of trouble trying to mix and match pieces all throughout year 1, most of year 2. But once the hard raid came out and I got the Ascended Flame shader, I had a whole other gear set that I've had, and pretty much kind of tied with this one. So I switch, like I said, between the two now. I'll go ahead and show you what I have. I have the Glass House as the helmet, and as you can see, this light is blue, and it always stays blue no matter what color or what shader you have. So that's why the rest of the armor pieces kind of have something blue on them, and the gun. And I really didn't see anybody using this helmet anymore ever since year 1, or whenever it came out, I guess. So I decided to just try it on, and it actually made me like it a lot. Now for my arm, I have the PSN exclusive, I think, Jovian Guard. It's really nice. And I like the forearm on the left hand there. Not sure if it'll let me show you. Nope. Okay. But anyways, moving on, I have the Spectre Helipolis plate. I believe this is from the New Monarchy. I got it from the special package so that I was able to put the Chroma Glow on there. But I just love having the fur on the Titan. And Spectre Greaves went really well. For boots, it's really hard for me to find cool ones that I like personally for the Titan. From year 1 all the way to year 2, the only ones I liked were one of the exotic boots and the Harrowed or Newman's boots, or the regular ones. That's about it for the Titan. And then these came along and I just fell in love with these. For the mark, I have the Mark of Witness from the House of Wolves. Complements the armor well with the blue. And then I have Judgment of Mars, which is just a Titan artifact. I don't know if I've seen other people with it. Can't recall, but I really do like it. It looks pretty cool to me. Now for the shell, I do have the Crimson Shell. And then for my main weapon, I have the Aegis of the Reef, which is the pulse rifle from the House of Wolves. For my shader, it's Bone Marrow, which is the color scheme of the regular King's Fall raid gear. It goes really well with this one. It makes it kind of have like a buffed, kind of like shimmer to it, kind of like a matte color, but it's really nice and shiny. And then I have the Laria Prima emblem from the year 1 Moments of Triumph. I did have the Birth of History when I have this gear set. go with it. And then I don't have a specific sparrow for this Titan yet, so I just kind of use this one for this set. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my other set. It might look or sound crazy at first, but just bear with me. That one. This one. Okay, yeah, this was it. Alright. Alright, now, not sure if you guys would like this, but to me this looks pretty damn badass. Took me a while, but this was the first gear set that I had in this game entirely for the Titan since the launch of the game itself. This is the gear set that just made me fall in love with playing with a Titan. Before finding this, I didn't even touch the Titan much, only for raids so I can, you know, triple on my loot. But I found this mark that dropped from the Undying Mind strike. It's a specific strike loot, and I loved it. I fell in love with it, and I just killed myself for days trying to figure out an armor set and a shader that can complement it, and it did, you know, that it just made it look good overall instead of it standing out and looking ugly, because it usually does. And I feel like this and this shader is kind of like the only gear set that would make it look good, at least the way it does now. So for this, I literally just had the Trials helmet for the Titan, Golden Bull mask, the Iron Camelot gauntlets, which I believe are the PSN exclusive for the Iron Banner for Year 2, the Callipolis plate, this is the Year 2 or Year 1, I'm not sure, pretty sure it's Year 2, chest piece for the New Monarchy. It's almost the same as the other one, except it has just a different placement of the emblem and a different emblem for the New Monarchy. The Harrowed War Newman's boots and the Mark of the Undying Mind. Now I did switch it out with this Iron Shell Ghost just because it's green. I don't know what that is. Oh, glitch. Okay. I guess it's white now apparently. Yep, it's white. Alright, so moving forward, I did keep him with the Horror Doom of Chelchis. The reason for this is because I wanted him to look like he just literally came out of the Dreadnought, just bathed in blood from all of the Taken, because he kind of looks demonic. So I just went with that kind of like demonic Taken theme as much as I could. For the shader, Ascendant Plane as well as my hunter, I switched to Devourer of Light simply because I had a green spider. I couldn't find any other emblem that matched it. For the ship, Bane of the Dark Gods, which is the Year 1 for, I think, Crota's End raid, which goes with that whole Taken kind of hive look. And then I gave him the Grave Robber, which also complements it, because it's green and black. So there you guys have it. That is all of my gear sets for all of my characters. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and make this video a little longer. So if you're still watching and you're still interested, just keep watching, because I literally forgot. This isn't the only character I had gear sets with. I just remembered I had an extra one on my hunter and on my warlock as well. So that kind of sucks that I have to go back and switch out. But trust me, it'll be worth it. If you have liked these sets so far, it'll be worth it. Alright, so let's go ahead and go on to my warlock. And again, apologies guys, I completely forgot about this. I haven't played Destiny in about 2 or 3 months, so I kind of forgot about the other two gear sets I made. So let me go back into my Warlock. I believe I actually have two other ones on my Warlock, which I'll try to just show you real quick. Alright, so if I remember correctly... Tell me this gear set doesn't look badass, I will cry. Alright, so this gear set was totally inspired simply because I fell in love with these gauntlets. These are the Restorative Mind specific loot drop strike gauntlets, and don't know what the hell I just said there, but anyways, specific strike loot gauntlets. Now I fell in love with these, and I like the Titan, I was just like, I have to find a gear set that looks good with this. So this is what I simply came up with. I fell in love with the helmet as well. So basically this was the best I could do. I feel like nothing else really goes well with it. So I literally have no shader on right now, and this is the gear set I have. So this is the Warmind Strike specific loot helmet, the Theosian Vibrace from the Undying Mind, or the Restorative Mind Strike, the Alchemist Raiments exotic chest piece, the Iron Companion legs, and the Omnigal Bond, which is also a strike specific drop. Then I matched it up with the Consumed Consumed Shell, and my Lucky Roll Grasp of Malik. And this is what it looks like. I feel like it's a really cool gear set, especially if you wanted to match it up, with the gauntlets. Has some green in there because of the boots, and then the blue, and so on and so forth. Now my second gear set is pretty cool as well. Let me see here. Not sure if it was with this chest piece. This one. So if you wanted to go all out for the Thunder theme for the Warlock, this is probably your best bet. Give me a minute here to get it together. Oh, I also forgot to show this. For that last set I just showed you, I kind of just matched it up with this Sparrow and this ship. And then I went ahead and had this emblem and no shader. Now for this setup, I'm going to switch this Sparrow, this ship. I'm going to keep the emblem, I guess, and just go with this. If you wanted to go with an all-out lightning theme for your character, it's probably one of the best sets to make it look good. So for the helmet, Devouring Maw, the Impossible Machines exotic gauntlets, which have the cool lightning effect on it. As you can see there, lightning effect on the helmet. The chest piece, I kind of switch between the Barkhan Dune, which is the PS exclusive chest piece, and the Spectre Heliopolis robes from, I believe, the Dead Orbit faction? Yeah, it's Dead Orbit. Depending on which one you like most. I usually use this one overall, just because it looks more unique to me, and a little brighter. The boots, I kind of just switch back and forth to whichever ones. Mostly these, though, which are also the Barkhan Dune. Then the Keeper's Dread Bond from the House of Wolves, which also has the cool lightning effect on it, as you can see there. Then there's really no choice for the Ghost specifically for me, but my main weapon had to be the Zalo Supercell, with a cool lightning effect on that. And then to top it off, like I said, you already seen this, I have the Echo of the Shattered Suns emblem, and then I have the Shimmer shader from the Sparrow Racing. Also from the Sparrow Racing I have the Arc Runner Sparrow, which has lightning on it. And then the Hildian Seeker from the House of Wolves as well. So now I'm all blued out. Not only that, I have lightning everywhere. Or at least for the most part, on most of my armor. Alright, so let me go ahead and switch all my stuff back real quick before I go to show you my hunter. Again, guys, I apologize. Completely forgot, so now this video is like a million times. But if you stayed till the end of this video and this entertained you in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to leave a like. I would literally appreciate it so much. Even if I get 2 or 3 views, it's still badass to me that someone out there is interested in any of my content at all. Also, I'd like to add that I did have this Warlock bond with this because I went with the Egyptian theme, but due to not having enough intellect, I switched it out for the Iron Camelot. But this one was my preferred one. Alright, so let me finally show you guys the last set, which will be on my hunter. Sweet. Okay. Go to the tower. Damn it, I hope I didn't forget this set. Okay. Pretty sure this is the set once it decides to load up. Don't think I had a specific weapon, but I did match the sword with, you know, the shader scheme that I had. Jesus, I hate these loading screens. Okay. Ah, okay. So I was right. Okay. So this was one of the sets that I had on my hunter, I believe. Uh, the two sets that I forgot are almost the same. I think I just switched either the boots and the chest or something like that, or even the cloak. But yeah, this is one of them. I feel like it looks really, really badass. Let me go ahead and experiment with the boots just to make sure I didn't forget anything. Yep, that was it. I'm pretty sure that was it. Okay. And then the chest piece, I think I switched it out with this one. I'm not mistaken, but I didn't like it yet. Pretty sure I didn't like it. Okay. So this was the gear set that I had with the shader and everything. Yeah, I think this was it. Pretty sure this was it. But yeah, like I said, I switch out a few pieces depending on which one you prefer. For the gauntlets, I could go with the Neurogas 1.0 or the Spectrograss, which also look good, especially because of the chroma. For the chest piece, I think it was Iron Companion Vest that also looked good. Yeah. And then for the boots, the Blind Sight legs also looked good. Now for the cloak, I could go with this one, or I could go with this one. They honestly both look really good. Like I said, it just depends on what you prefer. So yeah, I would either go with the Warden's Hood or the Arc Flare Mantle, that's the blue one. And that's pretty much it. I mean, this is the one I had with the Dread Explorer shell. It looks pretty badass like this, and also with this hood, switching the gauntlets and the boots, still looks pretty badass. Switch the hood, still looks pretty badass. I mean, it's a really good gear set that I experimented with, and I honestly left it this way with this hood and these arms and legs, simply because it just kind of stood out to me a lot more. I also like the one eye thing on this chest piece. That's why I prefer this one over the other one. And because this kind of looks like he's a Cyclops, because it just looks like he has one big eye or something like that. Now, for the sword, I usually had an arc sword, and then I didn't really have a preference in primary. Dread Explorer shell goes well with this. I also had this sparrow that goes well with it. And then I have the waning star ship, which also complements it, the emblem, and the shimmer shader. And that is literally it. Now here's how he looks running around. Wow, okay. Guess I'm going on to play Destiny right after I shut this video down. Alright, so there you guys have it. I'm going to do one more small run with this cloak so you guys can see. And it looks awesome. I have all of the viruses on my head, and he looks so cyberpunk looking right now. It's pretty badass. With this flare, I believe I would prefer this one though, for the gauntlets, simply because they look more like technological. I believe the Neurogas boots look well with it too, but I'm not sure if I still have them. Oh, there they are. Yeah, there you go. Try out other chest pieces. Nope, not as good. Okay. So this looks pretty badass as well. And there you guys have it. If you did manage to stay till the end of this video, I mean, I kind of just made this video for entertainment purposes. I'm just wasting time waiting for the DLC to finally, you know, pop up. So if you did find this interesting in any way, or if you stayed to the end of the video and you enjoyed it, I would appreciate it if you left a thumbs up, a comment, anything. If you have any questions, I would definitely answer them all. I'm also always up for suggestions. If anybody wants me to like make a video with their suggestions of armor pieces, if they don't have it, just so they can see what it looks like. So that way they don't have to, or you guys don't have to waste your time trying to get these armor pieces and then realize it doesn't look good. So if you saw any armor pieces or any combinations that you think would have looked better, or if you wanted me to try out different things that you don't have, that that I have, that I could just switch up for you guys and let you guys see it, just let me know. I'll go ahead and do that too. And that's about it, guys. If you did watch this video, thanks for watching a lot. Now, I know I rant and repeat the same things, but I like you guys. Especially if you watch videos that are mine, made by me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Hopefully with some Rise of Iron content when it fucking finally drops. And that is literally it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching if you did, and dragging out.